This is a soothing yoga flow lying down designed to bring phenomenal pain relief for stiff, achy, and inflexible bodies. Before we begin, support me in growing this channel by hitting the thumbs up and subscribing. And I would love to know that you are here. So leave me a comment, say hi, hey girl, hey. And yeah, all engagement supports the growth of this channel, which allows me to keep bringing you feel good, exploratory, body affirming yoga practices and mindful movement without any weight loss talk or diet talk. So if that sounds good to you, we will begin on our mats laying down in constructed rest pose. So we'll come to the mats. Feet are planted on the mat. Lay down on your back, gently getting there however you need to. Take the feet wide to the edges of the mat and allow the knees to fall in towards one another. The hands can rest on the belly or they can come out to shoulder height at a T shape. Your choice. And notice your breath. Maybe you can feel the belly pressing into the hands on the inhale and falling away with each exhale. Notice if you can slow down the exhales just a bit more. Take one final inhale here. And on your exhale, bring the feet about hips width distance apart. And we'll inhale, lift one leg off the floor, bring the hands to the knee. And exhale, release down. Inhale, lift the opposite leg, thigh rest on belly. Exhale, release. And we'll keep moving side to side at your pace with your breath. And allow yourself to take any moments of sacred stillness. And what I mean by sacred stillness is when you get in a position and you feel that tightness or that tension. Sometimes I like to call it the sweet spot. It just invites you to hold and breathe, to let go of the tightness and the tension. So we'll move through 2 more deep breaths here. And when you finish on both sides, we'll meet at center. Knees will stay bent, feet will remain planted on the mat. Arms, we're going to extend the fingertips towards the sky. Arms are parallel towards one another. Take a deep inhale here. And exhale, extend opposite leg and opposite arm. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, extend opposite leg, opposite arm. Inhale, return to center. So we'll take a few more of these, moving back and forth at your pace with your breath. Remembering that this is about feeling good. There's no need for speed or to achieve. Just allowing the body to be as it is today. Take one or two more to complete both sides. This will be the last inhale for me. And we'll exhale to meet back at center. Allow the arms to come down, up and overhead. So you're just releasing them back. Palms are resting, back of hands actually are resting on the ground. Go ahead and extend one leg nice and long on the mat. Take a deep inhale here. And as you exhale, roll into the baby toe side of the bent knee leg, allowing the outside of the leg to rest on the ground, the sole of the foot to make contact with the inside of the opposite leg. And allow yourself to rest here in reclined tree pose. Notice where you might be holding on to tightness or tension. Can you release? Where can you let go? Take one more deep inhale. And on your exhale, walk your shoulders over towards the corner of the mat, coming into a side bend in your reclined tree pose. Bending towards the side of the bent knee. Breathe into the side body here. One more deep inhale. And on your exhale, walk the shoulders back to center. Inhale, roll back onto the sole of the foot of the bent leg. And press down into that foot, lift the hips up and bring them towards the heel of the foot of the bent leg. You can bring it back down to the ground. Take another deep inhale. And on your exhale, lift that foot off the ground and cross it over the body. That knee, it might not come all the way down to the ground. So you might use your hand to support if you're feeling any pressure or pain. Otherwise, you could just hold it up in the air. Take a couple more deep breaths here in this twist. And if you like, if the arm came down to support the knee, bring it back up and overhead. And roll to twist to rest your head on that arm. Let the knee fall down towards the ground. And we'll take our arm that's on top here. We'll do some rainbow arms. Nice long extended arms. Coming up and overhead. And then back down towards the hip. Moving at your pace. With your breath. Stretching through your fingertips. Let's Take one more inhale and lift. And exhale and release. Now this next posture, we're going to bring our hand down. I'm going to switch sides so you can see me better for this shape. So we're here. You don't have to turn. Hopefully you're looking at the camera. You can still see the camera. We're going to bring this hand down in front of us near the chest on the ground. This next posture is called tree frog pose. And it's really great for low back pain. And so you can go anywhere. We did recline tree pose. You can go from anywhere from a prone tree pose where we're kind of laying on our belly or our side to a 90-degree bend in the knee, walking that knee out to wherever feels most relaxing. So any option, go ahead and take the time to adjust, feel what it feels like to be in tree pose with the sole of the foot connected to the inside of the opposite leg. And then feel what it feels like to be in 90 degrees. And then keep moving until you find that perfect spot where it just releases and you can lay down and rest with ease. And return to your breath here when you're settled. Take one more deep inhale here. And on your exhale, press into your elbow, press into that knee, press into your foot, and roll back onto your back. Bend the knees, placing the soles of the feet on the mat. You might rock a little to the left and a little to the right. Or taking some windshield wipers. And then when you're ready, we'll inhale, extend the arms up towards the sky, parallel towards one another. And exhale, drop the back of the hands down to the ground, extending through those fingertips. Letting them rest on the floor. Another inhale. And on your exhale, extend the opposite leg. So recall which side you first did your reclined tree pose on. We're going with the opposite leg this time. Take a deep inhale. And on your exhale, roll onto the baby toe side of that bent knee foot, letting the outside of the leg come down to the ground. Here in reclined tree pose, you have a couple different options. Some people naturally tense their glutes for whatever reason, and that creates a different stretch. It's not wrong, it's just different. And another option, which I'd encourage today for the pain relief, is what if you could release the glutes, let them go. and let gravity do the work. Get somebody else to do it and allow yourself to just be. Find your next inhale here. And on your exhale, walk your shoulders over to the side of the bent knee, creating a C curve here in your reclined tree pose. And as you rest, breathe into the side body stretch. Notice where you feel it. Take one more deep inhale here. And on your exhale, walk the shoulders back to center. Keep those arms extended. Take a deep inhale. And on your exhale, rotate back onto the sole of your foot. Press down into that foot. Lift the hips up just slightly off the mat. Scoot them towards the heel of that foot. And begin to twist and roll over onto your side. You might rest on that bottom arm, allowing the knee to come down to the ground. We are going to extend through the top arm, bringing the arm long along the side body. Fingertips are pointing towards the heels. And we'll inhale, rainbow arm, lift up, stretch through the arm, stretch through the fingers. Bring it around so it's parallel with your bottom arm. And exhale, bring it back. And so you can move at your pace. With your breath. Take one or two more. Rainbow arms, really stretching through the fingertips. And the next time that I come down, I'm going to pause and hold here for a moment so that we all meet at center. And so now we'll come into that tree frog pose. So bring that top arm, place the palm down about chest level on the ground. And bring the top foot, bring it all the way around to the front. You might lift up the hip, rotate a little bit more onto the belly. And so you can be, again, in tree pose with the sole of the foot connecting if that feels most comfortable. Or come into a half frog pose by bringing a 90-degree bend in the knee, which might require you to roll just a bit more onto the belly. It could be anywhere in between. So play around to find that spot that feels most nourishing for you in this moment today. Take your time. There's no rush. We'll be here for 8 deep breaths. Notice if you feel tightness or tension in the shoulders. Can you release and let go? 2 more deep breaths. Take a deep inhale and on your exhale, begin to roll onto your belly, bending the knees. Soles are pointing towards the sky. Stack the palms just underneath your forehead, letting the forehead rest on the back of the hands. And take some windshield wipers lying on your belly, dropping the feet a little towards the right and a little towards the left. Only going as far as feels good for your body right now. And so for Shavasana today, we will take Shavasana on our belly. So you can find stillness, come to center. Let the toes come down to the mat and out towards the corners. You can continue to rest your forehead on the back of the hands, or you can turn your head to either side, wherever feels most good for you. And the invitation is to stay here in Shavasana as long as you'd like. If you don't have anywhere to be and rest is calling to you, just let this video play out and you can close out on your own when you're ready. And if you do have somewhere to be, we'll go ahead and walk those ankles towards one another. We'll lift our head, bring our hands underneath our shoulders, fingers are wide. Take a deep inhale. And as you exhale, press into the hands to lift the chest, come onto the knees, and come to an easy seat. Take a moment to adjust your clothes so you feel comfortable. We'll close out our practice together today, bringing our arms down to the side. And inhale, sun arms up high to the sky. Let the palms kiss. And exhale, bring the hands down to heart center. May we share gratitude with ourselves and one another for showing up to our practice today. Thank you. Phenomenal practice. Let me know in the comments which movement or shape brought you phenomenal pain relief today. And you might have to come back because sometimes we don't feel that release until a bit later, right? Later on in the day when we're doing something that we regularly do and you're like, ooh, that felt more easeful. So yeah, would love to hear in the comments. And don't forget to check the description for links to access longer classes, to buy me a coffee if you would like to, and or to shop Wood's recommended yoga faves. I love to keep practicing with you in the next video of the yoga for stiff, achy, and inflexible bodies in this series. All right, take care.